Knowledge is power, so they say, and the will to possess those powers lies within us all. When we use our heart and soul, we are exposed to wisdom that overflows. When we use our heart and brains, then we will be showered with blessings that pours like the rain. All right, folks, how y'all doing today? Welcome to the Emojis Podcast. This is the Christopher Odiley Notebook. This is a series of podcasts that, where we will be learning, the music business, the skills to get ourselves developed in the music business, in the entertainment business, and the performing art, to see that all of us can be able to grow together. Each and every week I will be bringing you, fresh episodes, and all episodes will be centered about talent development and talent in performance, and most importantly in the business of music and entertainment in general. Why this podcast is so important that you stick with me is that over the years I've got a couple of people who are a couple of artists, or aspiring business people, or indie record label or startups that they're actually finding it very difficult to penetrate the industry to get to a mainstream stage. So that's why the Christopher Odiley Notebook, as I said, series of podcasts is the right place that we all can gather together and learn more about the music business. Yeah, that's it, folks. My name is Christopher Odiley, and I am your host. Now, let's get to it. First topic today. It is music consulting. Music consulting. You might be wondering why I have to start this series with music consulting. Today we'll be dealing with music consulting, and why do you need a music consultant? This has become so imperative for me to actually start with this because from my own perspective, music consulting is actually where everything gets started, in a music career. First, let me define what what consulting is. Some people, or some quarter, they've defined consulting as the act of providing professional career guidance to certain individuals in certain areas or fields of profession. In this situation, we're talking about music industry players across the range of music industry disciplines, such as artists, artist development, marketing, promotion, advertising, songwriting, composing, arranging, intellectual property, publishing, touring, distribution, producing, merchandising, and most importantly, providing the all important career directions that that one will need to actually get successful in this what we call cutthroat industry. So music consulting is a passionate service genre in this whole spectrum that that helps to inspire and motivate you in the industry. So that's the definition of consulting, with music in mind, or with music industry in mind. So now, folks, in a nutshell, music consulting is the act of nurturing the musician, or the aspiring producer, the aspiring or indie record labels, or to get them, or to get all of you who are interested in these things, get you exposed to to the very core of the music industry and how it all works, so that you never be a stranger in your own industry. Now, y'all can figure out how, important this aspect of the music business really is. Now let's take a short break. We gotta take a short break, and when we come back, we shall be having a closer look on why do you need a music consultant. So stick around and don't you go nowhere. I'll be back.
This is the Christopher Odiley Notebook, brought to you by Morges Records. Check out morges.com for more info.
Yeah, welcome back, folks. Before we went on the break, I was saying why, why have a music consultant? Why do you need a music consultant as a player in the music industry? Very important. When artists are, like I said to you in the beginning, I've been dealing with these things, and especially young artists and even indie young people who want to get into the business of starting their own record label. They've been approaching me and maybe some of my colleagues, and sometimes they're looking for kind of short-term advice or help. I always advise them hey man, the very first step that you need to take in this music career is you really need someone to be I don't know, what should I call it, like a mentor. Yes, someone like a mentor. You need to hire a consultant. These are certain individuals or firms with greater knowledge of the music business, and this knowledge or experience that they've acquired over the years. Some of them through the success that they've built on their music career. Others are the failures that they actually built on the music career that they have been that they've been all over the years. So it's like both on the negative side and on the positive side. And all of these people, they have all of these experiences, combined together. That's why you need them. That's why you need them to actually provide, those professional advice, professional help that you need to actually get your career started. So, my recommendation is that, you actually need to get started with, hiring a music consultant. That's where you need to start your career as a musician. But if you think you're that too young to actually hire any of these people, maybe you can take this this information, take it to your parents, take it to your guardians, or some people that are behind you at home, so they can actually take a look at the information, have a clear understanding, and they should be able to help you approach some music consulting firms or music consulting individuals that can be able to open up your heart and be ready to work with you. Depends on the kind of settlement agreement that you guys, or working conditions that you guys agree upon. All right, folks. Before I bombard you with volumes of theories and all that, let me kind of remind you, that music consultants, or should I say guardians in the music industry, should at least, have a clear knowledge and understanding of your career. And these are some of the things that should be able to provide you help on. Number one, if you want to achieve more professionally, you actually need a music consultant. Sorry to say, you actually need a music consultant. If you know that music is what you want to do as an artist, music is what you want to do as a producer, beat maker, or even DJ. You know what I'm saying? It depends how far you want to go. But I bet you the very first step to take is to try to get a music consultant, because if you want to achieve more professionally, you definitely need a music consultant. Then this points, this point that I'm listing out, they're very important. That if you're a young artist and basically you'll be like tiptoeing around this music career, some artists like they want to start making demos and sending music and tracks all over the place and everything. Personally, I don't feel like that actually work these days. Because if you want to get higher, if you want to get high, if you want to go places with your music career, like I said before, if you want to achieve more professionally, definitely, most definitely, you need a music consultant. Then number 3 is that, oh, sorry about that. Number 2, music consultants, will be able to provide you, the secret of the business, the secret or the core secret of the business that will be able to help you, to be able to be more efficient in everything that you do in the industry. And most importantly, they will be able to guide you, with relevant information that will make you spend less in all of the things that are involved in music, especially if you try to put up an album, try to put up a single, try to get yourself promoted, try to get radio airplay, try to get bookings and all that. Most importantly, music consultants should be able to help you with ways to avoid exorbitant costs and everything. Then number 3 is that to make money or more money from your music and performances, you need a music consultant. If you want to make money, or let's say for example, if you had been making money, but now you want to make more money from your music career, most definitely you need a music consultant. Because maybe the only reason why you haven't been making more like you expected, or like maybe your return on investment ain't that great as you expect, based on your ability or on the work that you've been doing, then you definitely need to have a plan B, have a change of game plan, and the only way that you can change your game plan is to get yourself associated with qualified music consultants that will be able to help you further. Or otherwise, if you are very new, obviously you have to start with a music consultant. Then number 4, who says we don't need a motivator in life? Let's say for example, in anything that we do, cut out music, cut out religion, politics, or anything in life, we all need a motivator. We all do need someone to motivate and get us inspired, someone that can encourage us, someone that can drive us. Most of the times, we always depend on the people that are actually close to us at home to be our motivators and people that encourages us and all that. But music being a cultural industry and everything, sometimes most of the people at home, obviously they have no clue about how music industry works. So what you gotta do, best bet, believe it, is get a music consultant. Then now let's push on to number 5. Number 5 on the roster is, getting professional answers and directions to your music career. This is very crucial. Okay, for example, like I said before, like I got people hit me up, email, WhatsApp, DM, social media and everything. Like, hey, yo, man, listen to my track. It's dope. I'm the best rapper in the game, or I'm the best writer or singer. Now, I need your help. Yes, you need help. Everybody needs help, right? But I can tell you, man, most of the people that you be hitting up like that, ain't nobody's gonna listen up to you. What you gotta do is take the bull by the horn. Like I did said, some people are specialists in this whole thing. Just because somebody's running a record label or maybe a couple of artists out there, you think they're successful and you can just hit them up they can take you all along. No, I don't believe that. It's just like, it's just like being sick. Instead of you to go to the doctor, you go into the lawyer or to the alternate. No, you don't go to the alternates or lawyers for sickness. You go to the doctor. So what you gotta do in this situation, if you need professional answers to your questions, just don't get around asking anybody that you think maybe they got music on radio, anybody that you think they got gifts going on in their lives and everything, and you think everything is fly for them. No, they may be the right people to speak to. The right people to speak to regarding music, as far as music career is concerned, is the professionals in the industry, the people with a massive body of work and experience over the years, from success to failure, from failure to success, and they be carrying on. Others even wrote books about it. These people that are professional. So if you need straight answers, great answers that can help shape the direction of your career, you need a music consultant, my man. Now let's go further to number 6 of this bullet point. Is that be on the know and relieve yourself the stress of the unknown. This kind of sound like poetic. Yes, because when I try to put up this point together, I never really knew the right A, B, C, D words to use or whatever. So I tried to maybe corny with it so you can think a little bit. Yes, it's all about that. You got to think a little bit. What do I really mean by, be on the know and relieve yourself from the stress of the unknown? This is very key. This is what a music consultant can provide you. That, when you're sitting with a music consultant or you got services of a music consultant right by your side all through your music career, is that, you don't stay in the dark. You always know what to do, the right step to take. Now, you are one person with a music consultant by your side, and these other artists, maybe your friend, never have a chance to, or never ever thought about hiring the services of a music consultant. So what happens is that you know exactly what you gotta do. You know what to do. But your friend, most of the time, actually comes to you to ask you, what should I do? What should I do? So what that means is that he's uncertain. He doesn't know if he needs to he doesn't know when to put a single out. He doesn't know when to put an album out. He doesn't know when to, when to approach other industry people that might be relevant to his career. So it's all like confusing situation if you don't know exactly what you're doing. Not only in music. Let me just say this. This is about life in general. It's like you've got to be on the know. To be on the know saves you all of the stress of the unknown. So a music consulting firm can help you with can help you pull out of that kind of situation of confusion. That brings me to number 7. If I go straight to number 7, you guys, man, I hope you'll stay with me. If your career is very serious to you, I believe that you'll be jotting these points down, and not only jotting them down, you can actually forward the link of this podcast to your friends and family members whom they are in the music business. You can actually hit them up with a link so they can be able to also join you in this podcast next time, or actually listen to this podcast at their spare time. Now that brings me to number 7. Music consultants have the ability to help you create the original action plan that addresses your core objectives in your music journey. This is another dope point that I actually cherish a lot. They say music consultants, have the ability. They when someone have an ability to do something. At the point in your life in some certain things or certain fields when that you're on top of your game, you have the you have the ability to deliver. That is what music consultants is all about. That's what music consulting service is all about. Music consultants have the ability to deliver. They gotta create, required action plan. Action plan that can address some of the, in fact, they can address, the direction, the initial direction of your music journey, so that when you start with them, you definitely gotta be like, escaping some of the hurdles along the way, unlike the other guy who never have a clue about a music consulting firm or music consulting services. Now, number 8 is that, you will definitely stay focused in your career with clear professional answers to your daily questions. Who says that you wouldn't stay focused with professional answers to your daily questions? This is it. This is what this is all about. Because each and every day when you wake up in the morning as an artist or as an indie record label entrepreneur that you want to get into the music business and everything, what you gotta do when you have somebody that is like, that's what we say, somebody that is at your corner, someone that knows exactly, what this whole thing is all about. What you do, you hit them up, email, SMS, phone calls and everything, your daily life. This is what I'm going to do now. Let's say to don't go there. Let's do this. Let's try that. So it's only logical for an artist who really wanted us to like be successful in the music business to actually, look out and seek the help of a music consultant. Alright folks, if you're in the music or entertainment industry or you know somebody therein, invite them. Let us all stick together as we all learn how to grow together. We are on Spotify and Stitcher right now, where y'all can follow us and share episodes. Subscribe to the Morgis podcast feed on the official website, podcast.morgis.com. And don't forget to visit tv.morgis.com to watch our videos. To learn more about Morgis Records and talent management, go to morgis.com. Remember, at Morgis, we are always thinking beyond now.